pushed around. Of course, it's very unlike the Edmonton Oilers to get involved in too much rough stuff. But here goes Kyte and Beukeboom. You can almost have predicted that one once Beukeboom came into it.
It's a dandy. Jim Kyte and Jeff Beukeboom.
And we know that big Jim Kyte can throw them. He hasn't done that an awful lot this year.
They're still having some words, but they won't throw any more punches.
Well, it all started kind of back behind the play.
92 clears it out. Whalers try to get started in the neutral zone. Janssens and Kyte jam directly in front of the San Jose bench, and they're ready to go. Janssens and Kyte.
Oh, there's Whoa! Man, that's rock'em sock'em, isn't it?
Sure is.
Did you ever have those robots when you were younger?
Yes,
that used to stand there and toss them?
I went through about 4 a year.
Rock'em sock'em robots. It would hurt your thumb after a while, and right now I don't know what's getting hurt down there. Look at these guys. That's a couple big boys throwing them. A festival of left hands.
Festival. I never want to be in one of those festivals. The next Hartford Whalers game on Sports Channel will be this Saturday night. The Whalers take on the New York.
Big Jim Kyte and McSorley have been going at it. Marty McSorley got the first 3 or 4 good punches in, and Kyte is now starting to get his licks in, but...
Just up in time, and a fight at the blue line. Jim Kyte
And Neil Wilkinson.
This ought to be a good one.
2 big boys, yeah. Yes, two pretty good fighters. This is a good bout.
Really is. Kyte's got to watch it, got the old lid off. But he's got his right hand free, and they both landed some decent punches in that affair.
I guess they did. I mean, 2 guys, that's a good scrap.
Look at the face. Oh, you like that look. Why, I oughta. And I did.
It's just 2 guys that are pretty intense and going at it.
And I'll get a 5-minute rest.
Yeah, a little gash on the left eye of Kyte. Oh, there it is. There it is. You see Jimmy Kyte backing up his team. That's what makes Jimmy Kyte a valuable player for the San Jose Sharks. He's backing up his teammate. He saw what Wilkinson did, and there you go. There's the 2 guys that know what's going on and want to go at it and drop the mitts. Can you say that respectively? They respectfully just dropped the mitts, and you see.
Second, and now Brown pushes Hill. Here we go. Hang on. Stay right here. Brown is pounded away at Jim Kyte. And Richter has a hold of Nil, but Brown went after Boschman. And Jim Kyte came in and...
And you know, with Jim Kyte around, the Winnipeg Jets don't have to lose any sleep over who will be there when they need him. He may be a man looking for an identity as a hockey player first.
Joey Kocur to challenge Jets heavyweight Jimmy Kyte. It was as lopsided as was the rest of the game in favor of the Jets, with Kyte pounding out a unanimous decision. Under coach John Ferguson, the Jets are now 4-1 and driving towards a playoff.
Heavyweights go at it. It was no contest as Jim Kyte gets the best of NHL penalty leader Joe Kocur.
After that, it was up to Jim Kyte and Joe Kocur to entertain the fans. This led to a 5-minute advantage for the Jets, but they failed to capitalize. They did take advantage of the lowly Red Wings to pick up 2 points in their battle for third place in the Smythe.
Grabs the puck. He's run into from behind by Hunter. Kyte takes a few shots at Hunter, and they're going to go. Tim Hunter and Jim Kyte. Kyte has Hunter wrapped up. Actually, Hunter hasn't thrown a punch to this point. Kyte threw a few, then grabbed onto Hunter. The heavies of the respective teams. Now they're going to throw some blows. Tim Hunter and Jim Kyte. And Kyte lands a few good rights. Now Hunter pops a left. I'll tell you, both of them have landed some dandies down there. Now Kyte throws Hunter against the boards, gives him a couple more lefts and a right. Hunter responds. Linesman don't want any part of that one. Neither one of them will quit.
You know, it's good, Curtis. Neither one of them will drop down and give the other guy the upper edge. They're still standing and going at it.
Well, now they're starting to flail weakly because they're played out.
That takes a lot out of you, I'll tell you.
It's down to conditioning now. Finally, the linesmen move in.
Jimmy Kyte, Tim Hunter. I'll tell you the advantage there, Perry.
There you go. You got Grimson and Kyte. Grimson. Oh, what a right by both these guys. Grimson, a tremendous right. Kyte returned it. Woo! Baby. Heavyweight division. Gee, my, oh my. They got a couple of dandies in right out of the gate, I'll tell you. Oh my. How'd you like to stand in and take that when you go to work every day? Gee.
Blood on the left eye of Stu Grimson as Kyte caught him with a couple early on and hit it. And I think that goes back to something that Jim Kyte did to Slavikazov earlier in this period. And that's why
could have been
the Red Wings acquired number 32. And they come together, and there they
drop it fair and square. That's what you want. Get the gloves off, get the stick down, no dirty stuff. Good one right there by Kyte. He really landed a dandy right out of the gate. And then Grimson got a couple of his own rights. Look at them just wailing on each other with the right hands.
Look at him in the jaw there. Kyte did.
Yeah, he got some in early, and then Grimson, about this point in the fight, composed himself and...
How do you compose yourself during all that?
That's what I mean. You don't wear a shirt and tie and do this business, I'm going to tell you. He composed himself and came back and won the second half of the fight.
5 minutes each for fighting.
Detroit Red Wings, he prefers to be interviewed from this side.
This is my good side, Mitch. This is my bad side.
Two big guys, Kluzak and Campbell, all set to go at it. Or Kyte, I should say. And this was something that was going to develop. They had fists up a little earlier. Kluzak gets in a good shot. Now Kyte manages to land a couple of blows. These are two heavyweights, and they can both throw them. Tell you what, gentlemen, I am sure glad I'm sitting up here. I think you have to give Jim Kyte the edge right now. Oh, he's landing some good ones. They won't go down. Neither of them will go down, and Jim Kyte has landed some of the better blows here. Woo! We're tired. I'm glad I'm up here. Oh! John Ferguson, the Jet general manager, said he felt Jim Kyte was the toughest player in the league. Well, you know, he drafted him. He said we lack toughness. And, we recall, John, when they played in that series against St. Louis, and they lost that playoff series because Perry Turnbull and the Sutters simply dominated. He says, I'm going to go to the draft. I'm going to draft somebody that can make our hockey club stand up.